Velocity X in your system is nearly depleted. Your time as a speedster is coming to an end.
The Flash is an exceptionally popular TV show on the CW network that revolves around Barry Allen, a superhero who uses his super speed to enforce the laws of Central City. However, what are the laws that the castmates need to follow, you might ask? Listen closely as we go over the strict rules that the Flash cast must follow to keep the show running smoothly. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with your notifications on so that you don't miss any of the new videos we post. First up, cast members must get along. This rule may seem somewhat obvious, but nevertheless important. The filming process for any big-time TV show is never easy. Even with a show as exciting as The Flash, you're going to have to learn how to deal with the constant pressure to perform. You have to deal with long hours, complex dialogue, strenuous conditions, and a ton of pressure to deliver committed performances on a weekly basis, which is why having a cast that not only complements each other on set, but also meshes well off the screen is vital for any TV show to have a long-term success. Secondly, the Flash cast needs to respect diversity. The Flash, much like other popular CW shows, carries one of the most diverse casts across any network. Both Candace Patton, who plays Iris West Allen, and Jesse L. Martin, Joe West, Iris's father, are of African-American descent and are two of the show's most vital characters. Carlos Valdez is another essential part of the show who hails from Colombia, but spends the majority of his youth in the American states of Florida and Georgia. Keenan Lonsdale, Wally West, Kid Flash, was born in Australia to a father of Nigerian descent and a mother of Irish-Danish descent. With such a diverse cast, respecting this aspect of the show is at the forefront of the Flash's list of priorities. On to rule number 3, don't cross the showrunner. Every TV show is going to have a showrunner who typically is the one that has the most creative control and management of the TV show. They're also typically writers. However, they also act as the middleman between the producers and the cast and hold a lot of autonomy over what goes on during the filming process. Sometimes cast members will have disagreements with showrunners over certain lines, character dialogue, or creative freedom within the project, and oftentimes this results in the cast member getting punished, not the showrunner. This can happen with anyone, even big-time stars. Showrunners are a necessary part of the process, and going against them often results in a less than desirable result for the cast member. So it's pretty simple, just don't cross the showrunner and you'll be fine. Now for rule number 4, cast members must be flexible. With a show that is not committed to one single location like The Flash, cast members must be flexible in terms of schedule adjustments and location changes while filming. Even though The Flash himself would have no problem adjusting to rapid changes in location, the real-life cast members are likely going to find this more difficult. It's not unusual for castmates to have to stay in multiple locations within the span of a few months, so it's vital that they remain flexible and can adapt to the tough schedule of a TV star. Especially for a show as popular and ever-evolving as The Flash, having a cast that can handle the rigorous schedule of an industry-leading TV show is the only way to ensure future successes. Number 5, nobody's job is safe. Now this one may seem a little grim, as well as surprising for a show as popular as The Flash. You may think that with such recognizable faces playing such tremendously impactful roles that their job security is never in question. However, if history has shown us anything, it's that nobody's job is safe, especially in the film or TV industry. While many of us envy the big-time celebrity TV stars that probably envy us for having real job security. At any point during the show, if the actor/actress is no longer working out in their role within the showrunner can easily change, reduce, or eliminate that character from the TV series, effectively removing them from the show and potentially impacting their career moving forward. This has happened plenty of times in the past with actors bigger than you might imagine. The next rule is to let the stunt double do the stunt. In a show as action-packed as The Flash, leading actors and actresses are more inclined to perform their own stunts. The idea of getting to perform real-life action sequences against opponents like Captain Cold, Gorilla Grodd, and Savitar is mouth-watering for most actors. However, it is important that the producers and stunt coordinators know when to to step in and let the professional stunt double take over. While many actors insist on doing their own stunts, Tom Cruise, Daniel Craig, Keanu Reeves, etc., it's a surefire way to put yourself at serious risk of sustaining an injury that could keep you out of work for some time. Number 7. Don't fall in love. Actors and actresses, regardless of genre, are typically in close proximity to one another for extended periods of time, all the while working towards like-minded goals. With hours upon hours being spent together, as well as personalities that are designed to complement one another, it makes sense that romantic sparks can fly between castmates. And while showrunners and producers typically don't have any written rules against dating among co-stars, they do ask for the crew to ensure that their romantic entanglements do not interfere with the on-scene chemistry or flow of the show. Oftentimes, when castmates engage in romance outside of the show, it can cause tension across the board and can even lead to one or both actors getting replaced or removed entirely. Next up is rule number 8, scheduling conflicts. One of the primary benefits of being on a hit TV show like The Flash is that literally anyone around the world can see your work, and the chances are that some of these people are going to be pretty high up in the industry. This can lead to more job opportunities and higher paying roles on other TV series. The issue arises when the schedule of their new job conflicts with that of the role they are currently playing. Wentworth Miller, Captain Cold in The Flash, was on the hit TV series Prison Break up until the show was canceled in 2009 and took on the Flash role in 2014. However, in 2017, Fox decided to bring back the popular crime drama, offering up the lead role to Wentworth Miller. Miller accepted, which meant that he was forced to take a break from Captain Cold and return to his natural role as Michael Schofield until his return to The Flash a year later. Miller was fortunate enough to have his role ready for him amongst his return to the show. Some actors may not be as lucky. Avoiding schedule conflicts is a huge priority for any TV series. Next, we have rule number 9, which requires actors to stay in shape for the role. With any TV show or film, most actors and actresses are going to be required to maintain a certain image to uphold the role. This becomes even more important with superhero shows due to the high-intensity action scenes and the form-fitting costumes. Simply put, there isn't much room for error in this department for cast members on The Flash. Therefore, actors typically take on stricter diets and more intense, consistent workout routines to help maintain their superheroic physiques. Sliding into the mix, we have rule number 10, stick to the script. One of the most appealing features on a TV series like The Flash is that anything that happens in their universe can also impact the storyline in other Arrowverse shows and vice versa. However, the main reason why this blend of storylines can happen so seamlessly is due to the intricate and detailed approach from the writers, showrunners, directors, and cast. The story for each episode is structured with specific intent and is designed to set up another part of the story. While this certainly helps to add value and depth to the TV show as a whole, it also limits the amount of time an actor will have to ad-lib. Every single line within a TV show is so meaningful that actors are immediately placed under immense pressure not to go off script. Now for rule number 11, cast members must maintain positive relations with the press. Just because the director says cut doesn't necessarily mean the cameras have stopped rolling. Any acting professional will have to gear up for a massive amount of media pressure, as stars on The Flash are required to sit for interviews with entertainment magazines, media talk shows, and Comic-Con audiences constantly. While many of the interactions they have are with genuine fans looking to gain further insight, some interactions with the media are not so friendly. There are a ton of news outlets that are there just waiting for one of these star actors to slip up so they can use it as a catchy heading, soundbite, or clickbait material. The good news is that many of these big-time TV shows have massive PR teams that can work with the actors on how to answer these sort of interviews without fueling any controversy. And finally, no spoilers. As fans eagerly await the release of the upcoming season, extreme importance is placed on the actors' ability to not reveal any details to the public. Even though fans are itching to find out what happens next, they also want to uncover the story themselves and watch the show evolve over each episode. Typically, there are loads of threads that leak upcoming spoilers for a new season, and they generally result in a far less enjoyable viewing experience by the time the show rolls out. This is why producers and showrunners often place very strict rules for cast members not to release any potential plot points, and will even punish them if anything gets out. Upon taking on the role, actors sign contracts which state that if any spoilers are released on their behalf, they can be fined, suspended, or even terminated completely as a result. A fairly large incentive for allowing the fans to enjoy the show naturally, I'd say. And with that, it wraps up the video. Thanks for watching.